He's just way faster than it's been for any of our games. It is the second day of the Grand National Curling Club Mixed Playdown. My name is Bill Drumright. I'm the announcer for today's featured match on Sheet C, featuring the Krumma rink from Utica against the Mooney rink from Plainfield. This is the fourth session of the tournament, which runs to tomorrow, and which goes tomorrow and also into Sunday. At the current time, the Casper rink from Ardsley is leading with 3-0, followed by the Pulley rink from Rochester 2-1. Three teams are at 1-1: Mooney from Plainfield, the Shaw rink from Potomac Club in Laurel, Maryland, and the Krumma rink from Utica. The Marisculo rink from Amherst is 1-2, and the Prohaska rink from Plainfield is winless at this point with 0-3. An important match today for both these teams in that they're both 1-1, and the winner basically will have an advantage going forward into tomorrow's play. So it is going to be important. The Mooney rink is only going to have three people on its team. Nina Reininger, who is third, will be skip. Don Arsenault, who is the second. Patricia Hefner will be the lead. In this situation, with 8 stones per end, then the lead and the second will each throw 3 stones, and then the skip will throw the final 2. For Utica, Eric Krume is skip, Melissa Foote is third, Jason Golubsky is second, and Audrey Foote is lead. Match is about to start, and we're looking forward to a fine match here. We also have matches going on Sheet A, Shaw against Marisculo, and Sheet D, Pulley and Prohaska. The teams are making their final warm-ups here, getting ready for the match. The Grand National Curling Club is the oldest association in the United States, formed in 1867. 70 clubs are contained in 17 states, ranging from Maine to Florida. At this point now, as I said, the Ardsley Club, the Casper rink is now 3-0, and they're definitely leading. They have a bye this afternoon. We're about ready to go. Plainfield will be shooting first in the first end. Utica will have the hammer. And they're about ready to go. A little bit of a wait here. Okay. Leading then, the first stone for Plainfield is Patricia Hefner, throwing lead. Probably playing for center guard. She is right-handed, applying an in-turn handle. One of the things that Plainfield does face with a 3-person team that can make it difficult is when it comes to sweeping. And a lot of times in shots, particularly when you're talking about holding the line on stone in a takeout or a type of shot, it makes it easier if you have 2 sweepers than 1. This one is coming in nicely, and it's creeping, and so it will end in the house on the center line, just basically touching the 8 foot above the tee line. First stone now for Utica's Audrey Foote, the lead for Utica. Applying an out-turn handle, right-handed shot. Could be playing for a corner guard and see what will happen here with the stone. Sweepers are on it. The sweepers are working hard. It probably is not going to be a low corner guard. Looks like it's just going to cross the hog line and will be in play, but is up high on the left side. Second stone now for the lead, Patricia Hefner from Plainfield. And again, it's looking like it would be applying an in-turn handle. We'll find out here basically whether you're trying for a guard or trying to maybe get into the house. About the same weight as her first stone. Arsenault from Plainfield is sweeping. And looking probably for a center guard, a low center guard, just something just above the house. The line is good. Probably have a good chance of finishing on the center, close to where they're looking for. And they've got a nice center guard here, and is also guarding the shot rock that is in the mostly a 12 foot, just touching the 8. Now the second stone for Audrey Foote from Utica. Again, playing an out-turn handle. This one has a little bit more weight, this stone, than the first. And sweepers are up. It's coming down. Aiming for the left side of the house as you're looking toward the far wall. It might be too hard here. Might it be too hard? It is keeping it moving. Crumma, the skip, is on it and sweeps it on out. It's in the back, still in play, but out of the house. Now the third stone here for Plainfield's lead, Patricia Hefner. And could possibly be looking at trying to draw behind, draw into the 4 foot. She'll be playing an out-turn handle here, given the shot that's being called by the skip, Nina Reiniger. Stone is released. Might be a bit narrow in terms of target. The sweeper is on it. Sweeping hard. Sweeping hard. Continuing to sweep, coming on down. You probably have something close to basically 3 stones, if not in a line, very close to it. This is finishing about just off center guard. So right now the shot rock is pretty well covered on a straight-on shot. And because of that, then it looks like Eric Krumma, the skip from Utica, is looking to try to clear out that center. This will be the first stone for Jason Golubski, the second for Utica. Looking like a type of takeout shot, applying an in-turn handle. Stone's coming out with some speed. Sweepers are on it. Looking basically to clear out the center and expose the shot rock that's blue right now. And did get it cleared out there. Krumma is on, sweeping. Sweeps the stone out. Stone's out of play. And Plainfield is still shot rock, but their stone is exposed. Now the first stone for the second, Don Arsenault. And it looks like, again, calling for a guard. Going to need a center guard here to cover up the shot rock. Hefner is sweeping. It's got some speed here. It's got some speed. Key is going to be line here. He will make it over, but the key is going to be the line. It might even come down. It could possibly come down and freeze. In fact, it's coming in with a little bit of steam, taps it just a bit. Plainfield's lying 2, but there's not much gap between the 2 stones. So it is vulnerable then for a takeout. This is the second stone now for Jason Golubski, and it looks like he's playing that with an out-turn handle. Given where the spot is, looks like it's going to be trying to do a double takeout here. The stone is coming down hard. Sweeper's on it. Sweeper's on it, and it looks like they got the one out and rolling to the left. Plainfield is still shot. Utica's lying 2 on the far left on the 12 foot above the tee line. Second stone now for Don Arsenault. Playing an in-turn handle. Looks like, again, going for a guard, center line guard. Hefner is sweeping. Trying to hold that line. Line's crucial here. They'll have the weight, but will it have the line to get the guard? And it looks like a very fine shot behind cover there. Nice spacing there. And so skip Eric Krumma from Utica wants to clear that out. This is the first stone now for Utica's third, Melissa Foote. Looks like it'll be a takeout of the guard. Applying an in-turn handle. Coming out with speed. Sweepers are right on it. One of the elements on the Rochester club is once the stones start to curl, holding them can be tough. So you have to be able to keep that line held. Sometimes you have to sweep right away. But she cleared it out. And right now, Plainfield is still shot rock, but their rock is exposed, setting on the 12-foot center line, just touching the 8. Last stone now in the first end for Don Arsenault from Plainfield. And both of them are out there sweeping now, again looking to put up a guard. looking to put up a center line guard. A good line. They've got this line down pretty good in this end here. And it's moving on in, and it's going to be actually frozen basically up to the shot rock. This is the second stone now for Melissa Foote, the third from Utica. Looks like it's going to be a takeout, implying for a double takeout here. In-turn handle. Coming out strong. Sweep on it. Coming down. Will it hit at the right angle necessary to spill them both out? She's got the one and the other. And the shot rock is out, but Utica still stays in. And right now, Utica is still shot. They're on the 12-foot on the right side of the house as you're looking down toward the house to the far wall above the tee line. So Plainfield sets one. And this will be the first stone now for the skip, Nina Reiniger, in the first end. And given where the Darn Arsenault is set up, it could be like a draw here, trying to draw behind. The blue is going to have to move a great deal to do that. An in-turn handle, right-handed shot. Released. Sweeper's walking with it. Now it's moving. It's not really moving that much. It's not moving that much. And the stone will be going in. And it finishes basically close to the button on the back 4 foot. Most of the stone into the center, about half in the back 4 foot. Now we're going to have the first stone in the first end for skip, Eric Crumme. And looks like, again, they're going to be playing a takeout. And probably this time also, too, if it works, they might try to want to get a bit of a roll so it's not right on the center. It's released, right-handed shot, in-turn handle. Sweeper's on it, taking on down. It's coming on in. It's going to hit, but it will be interesting to see what happens on the roll here. He's got it, rolls to left, stays. It's deep in the 12-foot behind the tee line. Plainfield, which is blue, are still shot rock. Utica is 2 and 3. Now this will be the last stone for the skip, Nina Reiniger, in the first end. This time we'll be applying an out-turn handle. And it could be trying to draw to the left side of the house to split the house, and then force Utica then to try to draw for one. Reiniger is ready. Coming out of the hack, out-turn handle. Out-turn handle. And now they're looking, it looks like they're going to be trying to get it to the left side of the house as they face in the far wall. Both sweepers on it. Both sweepers on it. Coming on in. Looks like it'll stay, but it's going to be going to behind the tee line, back to the 12-foot. Just touching just back to the 12-foot. Plainfield is setting now 1 and 2. And it looks like then Utica are looking to draw from one. They have the hammer. They have last stone. Eric Crumme, skip for Utica, is playing his last shot of the first end. Looks like he'll be applying an out-turn handle. So So basically, at this point now, Utica is really playing with just 1 point. Crummer releases. Sweepers are on it. I mean, he has room in the house, basically, as long as he ends up even touching the 8-foot. They'll have a point. But all 3 sweepers are on it now. This one came out light, but they've done a really good job coasting on in. Looks like it's going to stay in the back 8-foot. And so Utica then gets 1 point. And so after the first end, Utica 1, Plainfield nothing. And we'll be back after this short break. Welcome back to the second day of the Grand National Curling Club mixed playdowns at the Rochester Curling Club in Rochester, New York. I'm Bill Drumright, calling the featured match today on Sheet C between Utica and Plainfield. Utica broke through in the first end, shooting red. They are up 1-0, and they will then be shooting first in the second end. And this will be the first stone in the second end for Audrey Foote, the lead from Utica. Coming down toward the warm room, right-handed, playing an out-turn handle. Could be looking for a center guard. Is still hanging out there on the right. Is not moving back as quickly. More to the right of the center line as you're facing the warm room, and it finishes up just above the house, just above the house. Now it'll be the first shot in the second end for the lead for Plainfield, Patricia Hefner. And could be trying to play a corner guard here. We're coming out, applying an out-turn handle. This is coming down with decent speed. Sweeper on it. Sweeper's on it. Coasting on in. That's going to be a pretty good corner guard there. Nice position. Okay. Second stone now for the Audrey Foote, the lead for Utica in the second end. Again, applying an out-turn handle. She's a right-handed shot. Given where the stone is going, either could be trying to draw behind, or if it's a little bit narrow, coming up short, might promote. Looks like it's going to try to draw it behind. It's coming right by, and it's going to draw in very nicely here. Right behind, stays in the 4-foot, just below the tee line, and guarded nicely by the guard. This is the second stone now for Plainfield's lead, Patricia Hefner. And let's see, going for a type of, might be a backline weight. See if they can slip by. If they can chip out the shot rock that Utica has in there now. Going to be applying an in-turn handle, right-handed shot. This is coming with a little bit of steam here, a little bit of speed. Arsenault is on there sweeping, trying to judge it. They need to get by that. They need to get by that red on the guard. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to. They're going to wick it. Blue stone comes in. Crumma is on it from Utica, sweeps it out, and so now Utica is setting 2. And now the first stone in the second end for Jason Golubski from Utica. Looks like they're trying to play a biter or a high 12-foot for both as a guard and then also has a scoring value. Golubski shoots. This has got a little bit of weight here. It may not be, maybe it goes deeper than the 12-foot. It's coming down. The sweepers aren't sweeping it. It's going to be coming into the house. And it's going to be basically on the 4 foot above the tee line, just before the button area. It is a position where playing field, they hit the right shot, could go ahead and do a double takeout here. This is the third stone for Patricia Hefner, the lead for playing field. Playing field is only playing with 3 members. Their skip, Mark Mooney, was not able to come to the tournament. Hefner is shooting, out-turn handle, and looking like a type of takeout shot. Arsenault on it for sweeping. It's hard to hold that line when it's just one sweeper instead of 2. And he is giving it every effort he can, but it may not be enough. And it wasn't. Stone came through. Now the second stone for Jason Golubski. Skip Eric Krumma is calling for a low center guard. Low center line guard. Golubski releases, out-turn handle. A little bit lighter than his last shot. Line will be crucial here. And really now sweepers are on it, trying to get it to the center line. Center line, they would have a very good guard, and it looks like they're going to. That's going to end up in a good place. Excellent guard. It's about not quite midway between the top of the 12-foot and the hog line. And basically now the only shot that playing field has is to try to clear that guard. And this is where Don Arsenault will come in. This is his first shot of the second end. He releases. It's coming down. It's coming down. Sweeper's holding up. Wants to hit it and take it away to the side. And which it does. And actually, oh wow. It cleared out, not only cleared the guard, but cleared out 2 of the Utica stones. So Utica is setting 1, playing field setting 2. It just brushed the edge of the guard stone, which caromed it into the stone that was set in 3, and then on down, taking out the Utica's second stone. A very good result for playing field. Now this is the first stone of the second end for the third, Melissa Foote, applying an in-turn handle. And looking like they're going to go to try to take out the playing field stone. Angle will be important here. Angle's going to be important where they hit. And it didn't work out. Utica ended up taking out its shot. Playing field's now setting 1. Utica is setting 2. Utica stone on the right side of the house as you're facing the warm room, just above the tee line, straddling the 8 and 12 foot. Second stone for Don Arsenault. For playing field, out-turn handle. Looking to set up a guard. Even just a biter. But this is coming with some speed. This might be a lot of it. It's harder than he wanted. And it's coming down. Brushes a bit. And so playing field looks like they're 1 and 2, but both stones are exposed, particularly the shot rock. And so now the second for Utica's third, Melissa Foote, her second stone, the second end, looking like they're going to try to play hit and roll, applying an out-turn handle, and be rolling to Foote's left as she's facing the house. It's coming down. Will it come over? Stone is actually moving a little bit more to the right. They'll be able to get the shot rock, but I think the Utica stone will spill out, or actually it still stays. But basically, Plainfield is still looks like they're 1. Utica's 2 and 3. Third stone in the second end for Don Arsenault. The second for the Plainfield rink, and looking like you're going to try to play a draw to finish on the left side of the house behind the cover of the 2 of the red and blue stones out in playing a guard on the left side. Will the stone come over? It's an out-turn handle. Doesn't look like it's going to come on over. It's still hanging out there to the right, and it's coming with speed. Probably going to be swept through. Crumma is able to sweep it through. So you have a situation here where, although Plainfield is shot rock, Utica does have some options here. They're setting 2 and 3. This will be the first stone for the skip, Eric Crumma, in the second end. It could be a situation where, given where the it looks like they're probably going to be playing a takeout. If they don't freeze down to it, they'll probably tap it out. If they're able to sit, then that way Utica will be 3, sitting 3, and in a good situation. Crumma is right-handed, applying an in-turn handle. And coming on down, looks for a takeout. This is moving. This could be a tough situation here. The stone is moving. He may have pushed that one. He get it by. He did get it by. Stone is out. Utica is setting 2. This will be the first stone in the second end for the skip, Nina Reinecker. Again, look like they're going to be trying to play an out-turn draw, drawing behind the 2 guard stones that are on the left side of the sheet in front of the house. Reinecker is getting prepared to shoot. Again, playing an out-turn draw. Now, the stones have not been curling a great deal coming down the right side of the sheet as you're coming back toward the warm room. So we'll see what happens here. Looks like she's taking a little bit narrower line. And it's coming down. Now Hefner, she's waiting. The weight is probably adequate, but will they get the curl they need to get to stay in the house and get behind cover? It's going to be going to be swept down to the back, swept deep to the 12-foot behind the tee line, and it looks like Utica is still setting 2. In the other matches going on sheet A, Marisculo has a 3-0 lead over Shaw in the second end. And on sheet D, the Pulley team is trailing Prohaska 1-0, also in the second end. Okay, here's the stone for Eric Crumma, skip. His last stone of the end. Last stone in the second end. It's got some weight to this. It's got some weight. I imagine you're going to try to stay high. That would be his play, to try to stay up high. But it's coming down, and it's going to be swept. It's going to be swept low. It'll finish in the full 4-foot on the center line below the tee line. So that does give Nina Reinecker of Plainfield the option now, if she can play a solid takeout, hit and stick, Plainfield would score 1 here. Last stone of the second end. She's getting prepared. Again, coming down this right side, the stones have time to hang out, so getting on the line is going to be, the target line will be crucial. She releases an out-turn handle. Coming down, she has to be able to hit square to stop. If she hits it on the side, she could end up rolling out with that speed. It's coming down. It now takes out the blue. It also takes out the other. This is not a good thing for Plainfield. Utica steals 3. And after 2 ends now, it is Utica 4, Plainfield nothing. And we'll be back after a short break. Welcome back to the Rochester Curling Club, Rochester, New York, the second day of the 2020 Grand National Curling Club Mixed Playdowns. My name is Bill Drumright. We're announcer for today's featured match on Sheet C between Utica and Plainfield. After 2 ends, Utica has a 4-0 lead. Utica stole 3 in the second end with a failed takeout by Plainfield. And so now Utica leads off. In the third end, this is the first stone for the lead, Audrey Foote. Probably playing for a center guard, applying an out-turn handle, right-handed shot. Sweeper on it. 1 sweeping now 2. Looking for a center guard. And line's important here. It looks like it's going to go to the left of the center line. We'll stay above the house. But it'll be left of the center line, roughly about halfway between the top of the 12-foot and the hog line. First stone in the third end for the lead for Plainfield, Patricia Hefner. Setting up to apply an out-turn handle. She releases the stone. Coming down, Darnarcino sweeping. Coming down. It's heading basically, might be trying to play a wick here and split the 2 stones. And it looks like I'm going to be able to do that nicely. And she splits it, opening up the center again. Both blue and red stones now are in play, but the center is open. Second stone now for Audrey Foote, the lead from Utica. This time could be playing with an in-turn handle. Might be looking to try to get a draw, and if it moves enough, could go behind the blue stone as cover. The blue stone on the right side of the sheet. Sweepers are on it. But they're basically playing that as a center guard. That's good position. Good position here. Now this is the second shot for Patricia Hefner, the lead from Plainfield. And could be looking here with an out-turn handle, to draw behind. There's sort of a port that's been created between the red and the blue stones, the upper red and the blue. Could draw behind there, draw into the house. So a little bit more weight than the first stone. A little bit more weight here. And it's curling. It's curling. Looks like it's going to slip by. It does, but will it be too much speed? Looks like it's going to be. And Crummer from Utica sweeps the stone out of play. Now, Utica, skip Eric Crummer, looks like he's calling for an in-turn draw to come in up into the 8-foot above the tee line. First stone for Jason Golubsky. In the in the third end. Applied in-turn handle. It's coming. Can they get it by the upper red guard? No, they cannot. It's a little too light. Bumps in. Creates a little bit of opening on the center. Last stone now in the third end for Plainfield's lead, Patricia Hefner. And again, it looks like they're going to try to, could be trying to play a draw around the blue and draw behind that blue, and the red is a cover. Out she comes, in-turn handle. This might be a bit narrow. This might be a bit narrow here. Can they get it between the two reds? If the speed is right, they might be able to, and if they can, they should slip it by. And now Arsenault's on it sweeping, joined by Reiniger. And Plainfield is in the house. They're on the left side of the house as the shooter faces. Most of the stone in the 12-foot above the tee line, part touching the 8. And it looks like then the second stone for Jason Golubsky of Utica looks like he'll be playing a takeout to clear that stone out. Applying an in-turn handle. And there it goes. Sweeper's on it. Sweeper's on it. This is going into trouble. This may end up being a plan B type of shot here because it just hit the Utica red and coming in. And Reiniger is on it. She can't sweep it out. And so Utica does have a stone in to the back 12 foot. Behind the tee line, Plainfield is still shot rock. And because of what happened there, now Plainfield's stone is behind a Utica guard. Now Don Arsenault from Plainfield is shooting. This is the third end. Utica is leading 4-0 after 2 ends. And this could be trouble. It's going to hit the Utica stone and promote it, basically. In fact, yes, he's going to promote it into shot rock. The stop, Utica is now right in the 4 foot, just left of the center line, and they are shot rock. Now it looks like Eric Crumma, skip from Syracuse, is now calling for a guard from the third, Melissa Foote, her first stone of the third end. But this is going to be a tight line. This is going to be a tight line. It could be trying to come down. It looks like it is. Looks like you're going to bump the Plainfield blue. They did. And so right now, Utica is still shot. It's kind of a toss-up between Utica and Plainfield for 2 and 3. With Utica also is 4. Stone now for Don Arsenault. His second stone of the third end. Playing for a takeout here, applying an in-turn handle. Somewhat of a spinner. The line looks good. Line's carrying down. Looks like he's going to get a good result here with a roll behind. Fine result. Plainfield is now shot rock. And again, it's sort of a toss-up now. Too close to call between Plainfield and Utica for 2 and 3. Now it looks like Eric Crummer, skip for Utica, is calling basically now for a double tap to hit the Utica second rock and drive that stone back to knock out the shot rock. Second shot from Melissa Foote, the third, applying an out-turn handle. It's coming down. Will it hold? Can the sweepers hold it? It might be coming over too much. And it looks like it did. It hit the wrong angle, hit to the left of the face, and took the Utica stone out. So Plainfield still has shot rock. Don Arsenault now shooting his last stone of the third end. And at this point now, it's looking like they're trying to decide here whether to try to play a guard or to try to draw and effectively split the house and then be lying 3. Arsenault comes out, applies an in-turn handle. Looks like what they're going to try is to draw. They draw to the right side behind cover, and if they play it right, they'd be sitting 3. It looks like it's got the weight, but will it be enough? Will it be too much weight? It's coming on down. Yes, it's going to look like it'd be too much weight. Crumma jumps on and sweeps the stone out. Okay. So, at this point now, it is 4-0 Utica. We're in the third end. We are down to skips rocks. Eric Crumma from Utica shooting his first rock of the third end. And given where the third, Melissa Foote, has her broom, this could be drawing to it and trying to draw inside to it, because it doesn't look like it's a type of setup there where it would allow for a takeout. This could be more of a freeze play, trying to freeze to the inside of the shot. Released, playing an out-turn handle. Coming down, it's got to have to get by that upper rail that's going to work. Doesn't look like it's going to. I don't think it's going to get by. Oh, they just slipped it by. Great sweeping there. Fabulous sweeping. That was looking dim there, but they slipped it right by. Got a roll. Utica is now shot. Their stone is now resting about halfway in the 4-foot, halfway on the 8 on the left side above the tee line. Now this is the first stone of the third end for the skip, Nina Reiniger from Plainfield. Looking to now, it looks like they're playing for a takeout. It'll be an in-turn handle. If Plainfield can remove this rock, they're at least 1 at this point, and depending on where the Plainfield stones end up, they could be 2, depending on how the shot comes out. Okay. Coming down, in-turn handle, sweeping hard, sweeping real hard. It's going to get by. It'll definitely hit. Will they get a roll? Looks like they will get a roll. And it's rolling. And so right now, Plainfield is sitting 2, Utica 3 and 4. This is the last stone of the third end for Utica skip, Eric Crumma. And looks like now they're going to try to do a draw with an out-turn handle. Look like they're doing a draw with an out-turn handle here. Right now, Plainfield's setting 2, but the center is clear. If Crumma gets full 8-foot, Utica will be shot rock. Dorothy. There it goes. There's the release. This has promising speed here. Sweepers are walking with it. It's taking the curl pretty well. Big thing is going to be weight now. Judging the weight to get it down there, but also to get it behind cover. And that is a fine shot. That is a fine shot. Utica now is setting shot rock. They're basically just on the full 8 on the left side above the tee line. And this will be the last stone now of the third end for Plainfield. Their skip, Nina Reinecker. So it could be in this situation. They're trying to see what the situation here. Basically, Plainfield would have to get full 8 foot or touching the 4 foot to be shot rock. Skip Nina Reininger and second Don Arsenault are talking about what to do here. On our other matches going on sheet A, the Shaw Rink is leading 4-3 over Marasculo. And on sheet D, Pulley Rink is leading 2-1 over the Plainfield Rink Prohaska. Okay, so it looks like here the decision is to play a draw with an out-turn handle. Looks like to try to set against the set inside of the shot rock, of Utica's shot rock. And comes out of the hack. There's the release. And Hefner sweeping hard because they're going to have to get it by that guard. To have a chance, they've got to get it by the guard. Now waiting, coming in, needs to bump, but also sit as well. It bumps and rolls, and right now it looks like Plainfield will finish with 1. So after 3 ends, the score is Utica 4, Plainfield 1, and we'll be back after this short break. Welcome back to the Rochester Curling Club, Rochester, New York, for the second day of the 2020 Grand National Curling Club Mixed Playdowns. 7 teams in this competition. The winning team will be going to the USCA Mixed Nationals, scheduled for March 28th to April 4th in Chaska, Minnesota. I'm Bill Drumright, calling your featured match on Sheet C between the Plainfield Rink of Mooney, Reininger, Arsenault, and Hefner, and the Utica Rink of Krumma, Foot, Golubsky, and Foot. Now shooting, first stone in the 4th end, Patricia Hefner, the lead from Plainfield. Playing an out-turn handle, probably looking for a center guard. Stone is moving nicely. Coming down. Will it stay up? Looks like it will come into the house, and it will come down and basically finish in the full 8 foot, just to the left of center line above the tee line. Now the first stone in the 4th end for the lead, Audrey Foot of Utica. Utica with red rocks, Plainfield with blue rocks. Be playing a takeout here, applying an in-turn handle. A type of hit and roll. Coming down. The weight is such that it looks like it will sit or will hold in the house and take out the Plainfield stone, which it does. The stone finishes on the left side of the center line as shooters facing the house, up by the 8 and 12 foot.
That was a little light even for you.
So now the second stone for lead Patricia Hefner from Plainfield. And going to be playing an in-turn handle. He's on it. Don Arsenault sweeping on it. Going to have to really sweep hard to hold this line. Going to have to sweep hard. Doing a good job trying to hold the line here. Looks like he will get the stone. The Plainfield stone does not roll out. rolls toward the center. Playing field is shot rock. Only one stone in the house. Second stone now for the lead, Audrey Foote from Utica, playing for a takeout. It's coming down. Coming down. Looks like it's going to come out nicely here. Hitting a little roll. So Utica now is shot rock. Stone is in the full 12 foot to the left of the center line, above the tee line. Third stone now for the playing field lead, Patricia Hefner. Again, we're in the fourth end. Utica is leading 4-1, and she's ready. It looks like it's going to be playing for a takeout again. Coming down. This is going to be tough to hold this line. This one looks like it's going away. It's moving away, and it's going to be a miss. So now we're in the first stone of the fourth end for the second for Utica, Jason Golubski. And see what's going to happen here. See what's going to happen. Definitely playing an in-turn handle. Could be playing to try to split the house. Have two stones in on either side of the center line. And it's coming down with a pretty good weight there. Will they be able to keep it above the tee line? It's coming in nicely. And that's going to be a nice touch. And so Utica is now setting 1 and 2. Shot rock is on the full 8 foot onto the right side of the center line. This is now the first stone for playing field second, Dawn Arsenault. The fourth end. Looks like they're playing for a takeout, out-turn handle. Holding up, waiting. Make sure it's taking the curl. Looks like it's going to be a good line here. And it is with a little bit of roll. So playing field is now shot rock. Stone in the 4 foot. Left side of the center line as the shooter faces down to the warm room. Second stone now for Utica's Jason Golubski. Looks like you're trying to play to chip out the playing field stone as there's shot rock. It's coming down the center here. Sweepers are on it. Sweepers are on it hard. Sweepers are on it hard here. Got to get by the red. Looks like they're going to get by the upper red. Playing field stone is out. Utica stone rolls over to the full 8 foot to the right of the center line, just below the tee line. This is the second stone now for playing field Dawn Arsenault. Looks like they could be trying to play hit and roll here. Applying an out-turn handle. Stone coming down. It's coming. Will it hit at the right angle? Will have to fall across the face to get the roll they want. And it looks like it's staying out. It's going to roll away from the center, not toward it. Stone is out. Playing field is shot. Utica lies 2. Playing field stone is exposed. This is the first stone of the third end for Utica's third, Melissa Foote. And it looks like it's going to be, again, another takeout here. One of the things on the sheet C, coming down, when you're coming back to the warm room and coming down the right side as the shooter faces the warm room, the stone does tend to hang out to the right a bit. So if you're trying to come across the face, that can be hard to do. It's coming down. Could that be too wide? That might be too wide. That may not be coming back. Will it come back? No, he did get it. Chipped just enough, slipped it out. So Utica lies 1. And now the third stone in the end for Don Arsenault. Looking to play a takeout. Be coming now down the left side of the ice as the shooter faces with an in-turn handle. See how the stone moves here. That might be, he may have been narrow on the broom, but Hefner's sweeping hard. Sweeping real hard. Going to get the stone, but will the Plainfield stones go out? No, it stays in. It's on the 8 foot on the right side of the center line above the tee line, close to the 12 foot. Now the second stone for Utica's third, Melissa Foote in the fourth end. Plainfield leading 4-1. Again, looks like another takeout here. Going to basically be a takeout type end here. It's coming down. She made an adjustment there, a little bit narrower, coming down well. Gets it, gets a roll, rolls to the left side, and rolls over to the 12 foot just below the tee line on the left side of the house as the shooter faces the house. So now we're down into Skip's Rocks. This will be the first stone in the fourth end for Plainfield skip, Nina Reiniger. Now it'll be in this situation here. Don't know if he'll be playing a takeout or maybe trying to freeze to the stone. Where the broom is set right now, it might be a takeout, but it might be a controlled weight takeout to try to stay around, keep the Plainfield stone in after removing the Utica stone. Utica's red rocks and Plainfield is blue rocks. Will be an out-turn handle. Here she comes. Releases. And it looks like we're going to be playing, basically trying to play hit and stick. They're letting the stone come over. Letting it come over. It'll probably chip it out. Will it hold? No, I don't think so. So now we have an empty house here. First will be the first stone in the end for Utica skip, Eric Crumme. An empty house. We have the possibility here of a blank end. That is an option here for Utica. Being with an empty house like this, they could try to play for a blank end and then maintain the hammer after the break. We'll have to see here. Playing an in-turn handle. Looks like they're playing for a draw. There's a release. Sweepers are on it. Sweepers are on it. Trying to definitely keep this stone above the tee line. Do not want to give Plainfield any options of coming down and using the stone as a backer. Coming in nicely. A very nice touch. It's basically straddling the 12 and the 8 foot on the right side of the center line above the tee line. Now here's the last stone for Plainfield in the fourth end for Nina Reiniger, the skip. Looks like he's going to try to come in with an out-turn handle coming down the right side. Right now, Utica's in a position to take one if they choose, or depending on how this shot turns out, Utica also has the option of taking a blank end and then have the hammer as they come out of the break. Here it comes. Here's the handle. Will it come back? That is wide. Will it come back? Will it come back? And just enough. He just got enough on it. Chips it out. So it is a blank house now. It is a blank house. Last stone of the end for the Utica skip, Eric Crumme. And we'll find out now what they're going to try to do. Will he play for the 1 point? Will he play for the blank end? He's got the option either way. Looks like he's applying an in-turn handle. And he's playing it, I think, to blank the end. Stone is coming down, going to come on through. So the fourth end will be a blank end, meaning that then Utica will maintain the hammer after we come back from the fourth end break. We are going into the fourth end break now. On sheet C, Utica is leading 4-1. On sheet D, the Pulley rink is leading 3-1 over the Prohaska rink from Plainfield. And on sheet A, it is a 4-4 tie between the Shaw rink and the Moroscolo rink. My name is Bill Drumright, and we'll be back after this break from the fourth end. Welcome back to the Rochester Curling Club, Rochester, New York, the site of the 2020 Grand National Curling Club Mixed Playdowns. I'm Bill Drumright, calling the featured match on Sheet C between Utica and Plainfield. We're in the fifth end, Utica leading 4-1. Utica Red Rocks, Plainfield Blue Rocks. Starting out, Plainfield lead Patricia Hefner throwing her first stone of the fifth end. Going on down, looking probably for a center guard here. Has a good weight and a good line. It'll finish up very nicely. Nice shot. 7 teams are competing for the right to represent the GNCC at the United States Curling Association National Mixed Playdowns Championship to be held March 28th to April 4th in Chaska, Minnesota. Utica's lead, Audrey Foote, was just throwing her first stone of the fifth end. The fourth was a blanked end, playing for a corner guard or to take it on in. It's got good weight. Looks like it has the weight to get into the house. Going over to the left side, and it's straddling the 12 and the 8 foot above the tee line, left of the center line. So right now, Utica is lying 1. Second stone for the Plainfield lead, Patricia Hefner. Looks like playing for a draw with an in-turn handle. They can draw behind the blue, set a shot rock, and draw behind the blue as a guard, as cover. She releases, in-turn handle, and so we have our fans from other rinks. Sounds like a World Cup skiing race. And the stone is coming up light. It will end up as a guard, basically, right of the center line. Now the second stone in the fifth end for the Utica lead, Audrey Foote. Again, playing an in-turn handle. Could be trying to go ahead and draw behind the Plainfield Blue Stones and would provide ideal cover if they could draw behind and be in the house. This has got more weight to it than Hefner's did. Sweeper's on it. It's got a good line. If it gets by, it's going to be in a good position. It'll be a good position if they get by. And it is getting by. Getting by very nicely. So part of the stone is exposed, but Utica is setting 2. The shot rock is on the left. The second stone is basically full 12 foot just before the 8 foot. Now the third stone for Plainfield's lead, Patricia Hefner. And it looks like, let's see, she's applying an out-turn handle. Looks like they're going to be going for that rock, playing a takeout. That rock on the left right now is shot rock. Arsenault sweeping. It's coming down. Looks like they're going to be able to get it, and it will stick. And it does. And so right now, Plainfield is shot rock just by a little bit. Be actually almost close enough to do a measurement here, given the angle on the camera. We have now the first stone of the fifth end for Utica second, Jason Golubski. Looks like they're playing for a takeout here. Will be an in-turn handle, right-handed shooter, releases. And there it comes down. There it comes down. Is it going to come down? It may not be. It may miss. And it goes on by, and it's a miss.
Sorry, guys.
So now this will be the first stone in the second end for Plainfield's second, Don Arsenault. And looks like they're going to be trying to take out the Utica Red stone. In-turn handle applied. It's going to be a good line. Moving nicely. Good line. come over enough. And it doesn't come over enough. It just taps it a little bit and buries the Utica stone behind the two Plainfield stones up above the house. So at this point now, Utica is shot. Plainfield is sitting 2. Second stone for Utica second, Jason Golubsky, looking to take out the Plainfield rock. And has he made the adjustment on his line? And I guess that he has. It's looking a lot better this time, coming in nicely. And it's going to tap and stay. So right now, Utica's lying 2. We are in the 5th end. Our two other matches on sheet A. Shaw and Moroscolo are tied at 4 in the 5th end. And on the going into the 5th end, the Pulley team at this point is up 3-1. But that's a partial score. We have not got the post yet on the 4th end. 7-1. Okay. And Arsenault shooting and has eliminated the second stone for Utica, but Utica still lies 1. I've been told that Pulley is now up 7-1 after the 4th end, going into the 5th end. Okay, now we're into the first rock for the 3rd for Utica, Melissa Foote. And where Skip Eric Crumma is set up, it looks like we're trying to play for an outturn draw to draw in and then to be lying 2. Going down the right side of the ice. Over the edge of the Canadian flag. Just taking some curl here. But wonder what the ice is going to do on the outside there. It's coming, it's in. Will it stay? Reiniger sweeping hard, but it stays. And so right now, basically, Utica is setting 2. Plainfield is 3. We got the 3rd stone now for Plainfield's second, Don Arsenault. We're in the 5th end. Utica leading 4-1. The 4th end was blank. Utica retained the hammer. Arsenault coming down, applying an outturn handle, right-handed shot. And this has got a little bit lighter. This may have to be swept in to get where they want. They've got some room, but they're going to have to really sweep it hard to get it in there. They're on it. They're really sweeping well. This is going to finish up nicely. This will be a beautiful shot. Full 4 foot. Just touching the tee line on the right side of the center line and nicely behind cover. A fine shot for Plainfield. They are now sitting 1. Utica is 2 and 3. Plainfield is 4 in this end. Now the second stone for Melissa Foote, the 3rd from Utica. Following the same line. Going to try to follow on down, as it were. Get right on top of the Plainfield stone, or even bump it, be shot rock. It's coming in. Will the angle be right? Looks like it is. It's a really good line there. That's a real good line. Just what they wanted. And now Utica is lying 1, Plainfield 2. Fine shot. Followed the line. Turned out very well. And now we're down to skip stones in the 5th end. First to shoot will be Nina Reiniger, skip from Plainfield. Plainfield has a 3-person team. Their scheduled skip, Mark Mooney, was not able to come to the tournament. And it looks like it's going to be an intern draw, and having to try to draw basically, if not to the button, very close to it, because you'll need a full 4 foot in order to get shot right. The other challenge here is trying to not only draw it, but to get behind the cover so the stone is not exposed. Even though in the 4 foot on the left, the stone would be exposed. This is going to be a tricky shot for both weight and height. There's release, in turn handle. This is going to be a tricky shot. Judging both weight and line is hard to do here. Both of them are sweeping it, Reiniger and Hefner. This is a crucial shot. They have to get by, but I don't think they're going to. It's too light. And basically they end up short of 12 feet. Utica's still lying 1, Penfield 2. Now here comes the first stone of the 5th end for Utica skip Eric Crumme. And Utica's in a good position here. If they can pull off the draw, they would be lying 2 stones behind cover. They would have some options then. They could end up with at least 2 in this end and possibly more, depending on how this end plays out. It's a big moment here. Be an in-turn, look like a draw with an in-turn handle. Here's release, here it comes. This is going to be another target shot because it's both again weight and line. You've got to basically just skim by the guard, the low guard of the Plainfield Blue Rock to get by to get it to set in 4 foot. And they're going to come up short. They're going to come up short. They're going to come up short there. Utica, though, Utica is 1, Plainfield 2. Now we have the last stone in the 5th end for the skip, Nina Reiniger. It looks like we're going to be trying to do an out-turn draw and try to bump the shot rock, bump it back, and then be sitting shot. It's going to be a tricky shot because they're going to, again, they have to get by the guards up top so they don't wreck on those guards to get the line they need to come on down with a little bit of speed just to tap the red stone back out. Last stone of the 5th end for Nina Reiniger, the skip from Plainfield. Got a little speed with this coming out. I'll turn handle. This is going to be narrow. It moved sharply. It didn't come out. It looks like it lost its handle. It lost its handle. It may have picked on something, lost its handle. And it crashed into the center. And so now Utica's in position. Utica's in position to try to score 2. If they get full 8 foot, they've got 2 for sure. And now it looks like that's what they're going to be trying to do. They're going to be playing an in-turn draw to the left side. So right now Melissa Foote is setting and they're switching now. And I think what he might be trying then to draw, if he's able to bump the red, he can get to that blue. It's going to be a tricky shot though. So here's the shot, now turn handle. Turn handle. If they get full 8 foot, they've got at least 2. It's coming down. It's coming. And he might be trying to go back. He can get it by. He does. And he's going to slip right in there. And Utica has at least 2. Yes, Utica has 2. So after the 5th end, it is Utica 6, Plainfield 1, and we'll be back after this short break. We are back at the Rochester Curling Club, Rochester, New York, on the second day of the 2020 Grand National Curling Club Mixed Playdowns. I'm Bill Drumright. 7 teams competing for the right to attend represent the GNCC at the United States Curling Association Mixed Nationals, scheduled for March 28th to April 4th in Chaska, Minnesota. This is the first stone of the 6th end. For the lead, Audrey Foote from Utica. Looks like an out-turn handle, probably playing for center guard. Now that's coming out with some strength there. Going wide on the right side. The ice on the sides of the center are often a little bit more erratic than coming down the center. It's going to end up basically as a corner guard. Actually, it's going to come into the house full 12 foot on the right of the center line above the tee line. Now the first shot in the 6th end for the lead, Patricia Hefner from Plainfield. Looking to be an out-turn handle. And it's coming down mostly hugging the center line, looking to play a corner guard, looking to play a corner guard on the left. Left as the shooter, as appears to the shooter, facing the warm room, facing the house. And it's going to come up a little bit higher than they wanted, up by the TESN US logo. Fine folks at TESN US, which allows us to stream this event to you. Second stone now for Utica's Audrey Foote. 5th end, Utica leading 6-1. Utica with the red stones, Plainfield with the blue stones. Again, this is coming down, staying out to the right. Coming down that right side. Now coming back a little bit, but it's still going to be out to the right. The center is still pretty well open here. Now we have the second stone for Patricia Hefner from Plainfield. Looks like she's playing an out-turn draw, trying to draw to the left side of the house. Use Plainfield's guard as a cover to draw behind the guard. Hefner releases. This has got some weight here. This has got weight. It can get by, but then will it stay? I don't think it will. It's running a little bit fast. And Krumma from the skip from Utica is in, sweeps it out. Now this is the first stone in the 5th end for Jason Golubski, the second for Utica. Again, looks like you're playing a draw, out-turn handle. They, in a sense, have an option. It's a little bit light, but say as a center guard that works out. Or if it comes into the house, you can draw behind the blue, and that blue would serve as a guard, drawing behind cover. Looks like this is going to come up light and playing it for a center guard. And it's going to play nicely then as a center guard. This is the third stone now for Patricia Hefner as Plainfield. And it looks like she's going to have to try to come down the right side. And looks like marking and try to draw to the 8 foot above the tee line. It's the path coming down. You try to come down the right side and come between and then curl behind the upper guard, or come down the left side, come around. Now it looks like they've changed. Looks like they're looking to try to clear that red guard. Yeah, now it looks like they're trying to play takeout, clearing out the red center guard. Third stone for Patricia Hefner, 5th end. from Plainfield. Out turn handle, releases, definitely a takeout weight. It's coming. Looks like he will hit it. And then where will it go? Spreads it. No, it does not. It actually did not clear it out. The red stone went into the blue. And while it's not on the center line, it's still basically in the center 4-foot line. Second stone now for Jason Golubski from Utica. Could be playing either a guard, a center guard, or if the stone comes a little bit deeper, goes behind the Utica red stone on the left side, drawing behind cover. This one's coming down with some speed. This is coming down with some speed. And now the sweepers are on it. Sweepers are on it. And where will it go? Caps shot a little bit, so now Utica is setting 2 in the house. Now stone for Don Arsenault. First stone of the 5th end for Plainfield. Looks like they're going to try to play a double takeout here. Plainfield is trailing 6-1, and they're going to need to try to get these stones out. Coming in with takeout weight. It's coming down the right side. Takeout weight. Could get a double here. Plays it right, and they got 1, but not 2. So Utica is still shot rock, and they're placed on the full 8 foot to the right of the center line above the tee line. Now we have the first stone of the 5th end for Utica 3rd, Melissa Foote. And looks like they're trying to play an out turn draw. Draw to the left side of the house. It's coming down the right. Will it take curl? Will it take the curl? It will come over. It's coming in. It's coming toward the center, but will it go over to the left side? It doesn't look like it can get to the left or get to the center. The sweepers are on it hard. They're in the 4 foot, right on the center line, just above the button. Leaves the stone exposed, and Arsenault playing his second. Looks like he's playing for a takeout. That is Utica's lying 2, stone in the 4 foot. She shot rock. Although, let's see, where the broom is sitting, looks like it's going to try to come in with a more controlled weight. Trying for controlled weight here. And will it take the stick, taking the curl? Will it get by that red? Looks like it will. It does. Freezes down. Basically freezing down. So Utica is setting 1. Plainfield is 2. Now it looks like the second stone here from Melissa Foote, the 3rd from Utica. Looks like it'll be playing an in-turn handle. Well, they were setting for that. We're going to go back to an out-turn handle. But this one here, a controlled weight, hit the blue stone just right and take it out and sit. And here it comes. Will it come back? Will it come back? Will it come back enough? It's coming, but it's going to hit on the side. It did. It hit just nicely and rolled right behind. Utica is setting 3 right now. Utica is setting 3. 2 stones on the 8 foot above the tee line, right of center. The shot rock is in the 4 foot, touching the 1 foot on just to the left of the center line. Now the third stone for Don Arsenault. Trying again to maybe play a draw. Try to slip inside shot rock. Again, it's going to be a. Will it break enough? Will it curl enough? Will it curl? Doesn't look like it's going to. It's going to wreck on the stone. Right now, Utica is setting 3. Plainfield is 4. And now this will be the first stone in the 5th end for Eric Crumme to skip. And the Pulley fans are ringing the bell again. The Pulley team is from Rochester, and so we have a number of fans here rooting them on. Now, it looks like Crumme here, he can easily, if he plays a guard, to prevent a tap back or run back. The thing about this coming down, will it take the curl and come over? Location, placement's going to be very important here. Placement's going to be important. Now they're sweeping on it. They're sweeping hard. Placement important. Great sweeping there. They're coming down. They've effectively frozen on Plainfield's rock. And now it's a real tough situation for Plainfield because you'd have to hit the Utica red into the Plainfield stone, and would the angle be right to be able to get to the shot rock? Plainfield does not have many good options here at this point, and Utica is setting 3. Utica setting 3. The Plainfield skip, Nina Reiniger, the second Don Arsenault, are talking this over. This is an important situation here. This is going to be a hard shot here because of the angle in which the Utica guard stone, it's in the 12 foot. If you hit it, you'd have to almost hit the stone, that Utica stone to its right, try to come back to hit the Plainfield stone, to then come back to try to get to shot rock. It's a very tricky shot. It's a low percentage shot. It's almost now the type of do or die shot. But Utica has been controlling the match well, and this is one of the realities when a team is controlling a match. They're leaving their opponent with low percentage shots. This is definitely a low percentage shot. It's a risky shot. Last stone of the 5th end for Nina Reiniger of Plainfield. Readjusting the broom a bit. This will be with an out-turn draw. Out-turn handle. Here it comes. Really hold the line. Really hold the line. That's the Pulley team being praised again. Trying to sweep, but I think it's going to... Oh, he got by. What a shot. What an absolutely fabulous shot. That was a fabulous shot. But Utica is still lying 3. It was a really wonderful shot, but it rolled... The Plainfield stone rolled a bit too much. Now, Utica now is in position for 4. If they can basically play a hit and stop. The last stone in the 5th end for skip Eric Crumme. They pull the shot off. Then they're up 10-1 after 5 ends. After 6 ends. It'll be 10-1 after 6 ends. It is 6-1 now. Here he comes. It'll be an in-turn handle coming down. He can hit and stick. Utica will get 4. They're sweeping hard. They've got it by. Will it stay? roll, bump. Okay. And Utica ends up with 3. And so, oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yes. Last rock for Plainfield. Spoke too soon. But Utica is lying 3. Plainfield team talking it over. They really had, it's a difficult situation for them. Looks like we'll be applying an in-turn handle, trying to effectively come between Utica's red and the blue, and trying to slip it on in there to get shot rock. And they're going to have to basically be full 4 foot to be able to score a point. And releases with an in-turn handle. And that looks like they got some weight. That's got weight. Now even if it gets by, it's coming. Now judging what they need for sweeping is going to be hard. But they're really on it. They're on it. And they slipped it by. They just nicked it a little bit, wicked. And it's going to end up short. Yeah, at least 2. And at least 2. So Utica scores again. And we find out whether it be 8-1 or 9-1, depending on what the score was. And we'll be back after this short break. Welcome back to the Rochester Curling Club, Rochester, New York, the site of the 2020 Grand National Curling Club Mixed Playdowns. My name is Bill Drumright. Our featured match today is on Sheet C between Utica and Plainfield. Utica shooting first in the 7th end. First stone for lead Audrey Foote of Utica. Looks like they're playing for a center guard. Coming over nicely with an out-turn handle. In fact, it's not going to be a center guard. It's going to go on in, finish full 12 foot on the center line above the tee line. Now the first stone in the 7th end for Plainfield's lead, Patricia Hefner. The score is 8-1. Utica stole 2 in the 6th end. Hefner releases, out-turn handle. Coming on down the ice, moving to the left. Coming on in, it's going to basically finish up kind of like a wide corner guard, drifting toward the 12 foot, just finished short of the 12 foot. Second stone for Audrey Foote, the lead for Utica. Skip Collin for center guard. In our other 2 matches here, after 5 ends, Shaw and Marascolo are tied 5-5. And after 5 ends, on sheet D, the pulley rank is winning 7-2. Redstone is moving and didn't make the hog line. Violation, stone taken out of play. Now the second stone for lead Patricia Hefner. And we have the end of the match here on sheet D. The Pele team is victorious. We'll have the score for you as soon as we can get it. Patricia Hefner releasing her second stone and got word that the Pele team won 9-2 after 6 ends. Arsenault sweeping for Plainfield. The stone is drifting to the right. And basically it's kind of like a high corner, almost like a high guard on the right side. Now the first stone in the 6th end for Jason Golubski of Utica. In-turn handle. And this could end up with the weight in that acting as a promote, depending on the situation. The sweeper's holding the line. It could be a promote or slipping on by. Actually, it's going to slip on by in a very nice position. Utica is now setting 2, and the shot rock straddling the 12 and 8 foot above the tee line on the right side is partially guarded by Plainfield's blue rock on that side. This is the third stone now in the 7th end for Plainfield lead, Patricia Hefner. Applying an in-turn handle, releases. Coming down the left. I don't know if it's going to have the strength there. Arsenault is sweeping as best it can, but it's coming up light. There's more of a guard weight, and it's not going to end up in the best place for Plainfield at this point. It basically partially covers Utica's number 2 stone. Now we have the second stone of the 7th end for Utica's second, Jason Golubski. And it looks like there could be playing for a draw, an in-turn draw, splitting between the blue and the red and drawing on into the 8 foot. It looks like Skip Eric Plummer of Utica is kind of calling for that, wants to play an 8 foot above the tee line. There's the release, in-turn handle. How will the weight be? Will it be enough? Will be enough with the line to get by the blue, the guard? It's coming on over. But is it then hard but not too hard? It's going to wick. It does wick and gets a roll. And so now Utica is setting 3. They're leading 8-1 in the 7th end. Now we have a stone for Don Arsenault, and it looks like it's going to try to be basically a hit and roll here. But it's going to be with an in-turn handle. Arsenault's right-hand shot, an in-turn handle, and then roll behind the grouping of stones on the right side of the house. It's definitely got a takeout speed, a controlled weight. Can they hold it? Because it's not just the hit, it's the roll itself as well. That looks like it's going to have promise, rolling and rolling over. And Plainfield is shot rock now. It's on the full 8 foot on the right side, right of the center line, below the tee line. It is in the back of the house though, and the stone is available for the first stone of the 7th end for Utica third, Melissa Foote. Looks like they're going for the takeout here. Out turn handle. See how their angle is. They're coming down. The sweepers are on it hard. Line's looking good. It's looking very good, as a matter of fact. Looking very, very good. Hit with a roll behind. And Utica is back now to setting 3. That stone, though, is shot rock, but it is back of the tee line and deep in the 8 foot on the left side, and it is open. So Don Arsenault shooting now, could be playing for a freeze using that stone as a backer. Hefner sweeping. Always difficult when you have one sweeper instead of two. These are the type of shots. If you're trying to hold the line, 2 sweepers are a great help. And it looks like it's going to come up light. And now it effectively is serving as a guard. And Utica skip Eric Crummey, seeing that situation, now calls on the third, Melissa Foote, to put up a guard on the left side using an in-turn handle. They can basically close up that port created by the angle of the 2 playing field stones that guards the shot rock, and then Utica is sitting 3 and doing nicely. It's coming on in. Actually, it's going to be in the house. Will it stay above the tee line? And it looks like it is. In fact, his shot rock is basically partial 4 foot, 8 foot on the left side, left to the center line above the tee line. It's now also serving as a guard for the back stone. Arsenault again, basically trying to get inside the shot rock. Both playing field sweepers sweeping, bringing it down. Will it curl enough? It's still to the outside of that shot, and it's staying outside. Now playing field is setting 2. Utica is shot. Utica now is full 4 foot on the left side of the center line above the tee line. Now it'll be down to Skip's Rocks. We have the first stone of the 7th end for Utica skip Eric Crummey. Looks like it'll be an in-turn handle. He could be playing to take out the playing field blue, which is setting 2. And if he does and is able to hold, then playing field will be setting 5. But this is going to take a good line, because if you miss this line narrow, you'd end up taking out your shot. Sweepers are right on it. They're right on it to hold that line. They're going to need to hold that line. You can't allow that to drift in. They're holding the line. Hold the line's good. It looks like they've got it. And they do. And sits. And now Utica is setting 5. Utica is setting 5. Now the first stone of the 7th end for Plainfield skip Nina Reiniger. And there are not going to be many good options now for Plainfield here. Basically, they're trying to play a draw. They have to basically draw to touch the white 1 foot in order to get shot rock. Utica is in a very good situation here. But the one advantage they do have with Utica's shot rock, it is below the tee line, so they could come down and play a freeze to it, and they would be shot if they can make that play. Reiniger comes out and releases an in-turn handle. This is going to be a delicate shot here, requiring both accuracy and weight and line. They do have the advantage of the shot rock being able to serve as a backer if they get the right line. It's coming in. It's coming in to the outside a bit, but they do get it. And now Plainfield is shot rock. Now we have the last stone of the 7th end for Utica skip Eric Crummey. And it looks like here, given where the third, Melissa Foote, is setting her broom, this could be like some sort of controlled weight. And if he gets the right angle, if he in a sense falls across the face, of the playing field stone to the right, he can bump that stone away, roll behind, and be sitting very nicely. But it's going to require a controlled weight here to do this. And here it goes. Will it get the curl? Will it take it? Will it come back? Will it take it? It is moving some. It may not be moving enough. It's staying outside. He's staying outside of it. It will bump. And that's it. Right now, it looks like Utica's setting 1, playing field 2. Now comes the last stone of the 7th end for playing field skip, Nina Reinecker. And basically now, if she's going to try to get a multiple point end, she's going to have to fall across the face of the shot rock, go across to bump the Utica shot rock to the left as she's facing. She had to bump the shot rock to the left. This is to try to get a multiple point end here. So it's going to be a delicate shot requiring both accuracy and weight and line. She's released, an in-turn handle. Coming on down. Will it come over enough? Will it come over enough? It is coming, but will it be enough? It looks like it's staying outside. And it did not. And so Utica ends up with 1. And looks like 1. And now they're shaking hands. And that'll be it. And the final score, Utica 9, playing field 1, and we'll be back to recap after this short break. Welcome back to the Rochester Curling Club, Rochester, New York, site of this year's 2020 GNCC Mixed Playdowns. I'm Bill Drumright. 7 teams are competing for the right to represent the GNCC at the USCA Mixed National Championships, scheduled for March 28th to April 4th in Chaska, Minnesota. In our featured match today, Utica, skipped by Eric Crumme, won 9-1 over Plainfield. The match basically was 4-0 after 2 for Utica. Plainfield got on the board in the third, but then Utica took it the rest of the way. On sheet D, Pulley defeated the Prohaska rink 9-2, and the match is still going on in the 7th end is the Shaw-Borascalo match. After 6 ends, and I'm trying to get a score for you here. It is 7-5 red as we are in the 6th end. Looks like Morascalo team is up 7-5. So what we have here now after this last match, the Friday sessions will be over. We'll resume again Saturday morning at 10 a.m. The third day of the championships. Going into the 4th session today, the Shaw team from Ardsley had a 3-0 record. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I was corrected. The Casper rink is leading 3-0. No, I'm talking about the tournament. The Casper rink through the tournament is up 3-0. Pulley rink is now will be 3-1. The Shaw Marasco match is the last match going on for today's curling. And as I said, it looks like at this point Shaw is leading 7-5. Okay. So basically the matches will resume again tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Again, our feature match, final score, Plainfield, Utica 9, Plainfield 1. This is Bill Drumright. Thank you for listening, and we will see you tomorrow.